Alright. I gotta turn my stuff down a bit. I think I think we're sitting at a good spot. I never do play top tree. Done. Da, 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 da. Hey. Okay. Gotta turn that down. Elimination. Let's fucking go. Okay. Let's get into the game. How are we doing today? Why does it have my whatever? I don't care. My chat is like super fucking big. So yesterday, I recorded a video that I was gonna upload, and then I was going through it today before I uploaded it, before I started the stream, and I realized I completely forgot one of the sections for the video, and it was poorly done. So I'm not releasing it. I'm gonna redo it. It's gonna be great. I want this to be like an actual video, something edited, something decent. Yay! We did it! Yay! Pecula. God damn it. Get a faster firing gun. Let's fucking go. Pushed in too hard, and my team didn't support. I've been going through some information now. Get fucked. That's right, you weren't expecting that. I'll never slow down. Yay! We're fucking doing it. Ravik, you absolute monster. No, I did terribly. 15. It's not okay. Let's go. I've got I got fucking Charlie in my ear. No, this is 100% a wiener. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna record another video in between. How's it going, everybody? It's Pants here today, and I'm doing some live commentary. We are going to try something here. We're gonna be running something. We got a palindrome. It's not an optimal roll, but we got Killing, Wind, and Rampage. Working on a Dead Man's Tail Catalyst. Running Top Tree Dodge with Tome of Sacred Dawn. Okay, it's a fire team of 3 Shadow Dive Hunters. So we're going to switch over to a fusion. Yay, I didn't fucking die. Hey, Camel, I noticed you got banned on Twitter. There's a reason I'm not getting banned on Twitter. After my first one, that is. I didn't walk my line tight enough. Wow. Couldn't revive Juice there. What's the news? Oh, God. You know, you'll still be here, so. It just means you can't spread your message on Twitter, which, you know, personally, so let's see what I can get. Hold on here. What the fuck ever? Where did this motherfucker even come from? Eh. Okay. We're getting fucking destroyed. I don't know if that'll work. Yo, what up, Froge? God damn, we got destroyed. All right. Okay, get a couple of those in real quick. Wait, I'll go turn that in. Oh, I was gonna get on yesterday, like I said, but I did run into some complications, so I wasn't able to. But today will be a thing. Let's go ahead and go to the desktop. All right. All right. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna have to remember what my button layout even is. Um, but yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on with Twitter in Syria. That's I don't have any information on that. I guess Jack Dorsey just doesn't want Twitter. I think he's being overly cautious, most likely. Yep, Syrian girl's a Nazi, essentially. She's a Syrian Nazi. But first, something to keep in mind is Hamill is a, a member of the SSNP. He actually just got banned off of Twitter. Yo, yo. God, I completely forgot that we even had to start a new world. See, I get very confused because, I mean, Hamill claims to believe in things. He watches my channel. I mean, we have our disagreements and shit. Then he's and then he's a member of the SSNP, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Wait, your government is behind that? I figured it was I figured it was Twitter trying to avoid a situation like what Facebook was in, where they got criticized real fucking hard for facilitating a genocide. But they didn't want to be in that situation, so they just didn't allow Syrian phone numbers on. But you know, if it has something to do with you, everybody has pictures of propaganda. would prefer it to be more educational, but you're too grounded into your own shit. What is this? This looks cool. I don't know what it's for. Oh, uh, let me go find a bed. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh. Beep. Shirt. Boop, 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 boop. Hello? Hey, yeah, can you hear me? Fucking sweet. I am standing on the stairs in the thing that leads up to the nether portal. The glass house? The one that's made out of glass? Okay. It's been a little while since I got on and I remember the stuff from the last world, but okay. So I'm in here. There's a chest literally right as I walk through. Ah, hello. Yeah. Right to this little building. Hey, get in there. Oh, that's good. Ah, yeah. I see the lanterns everywhere. They're great. I don't know what these are for. But are we getting rid of the torches on the ground? Or oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Oh god. Okay, hold on. What the fuck, camel? Uh, you can't sleep in the nether. Camel. I played Minecraft long enough to know that. Nope, it'll blow up. I know he's trying to troll me into killing myself. Yeah. Oh, you even get okay. That's a lot of space. Whenever they're finished. Right next to Mario, huh? Oh. Wow. You're just doing everything. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Chicken. Oh, yeah, we pick it right next to you. Right behind you. Wait, hold on. What is that? That. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Enchanting room. Orwell would be proud. Went too far. Yeah, like 800 blocks or something. There was a button here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Fix it. I'm fixing the door. It only went up 2 spots. Probably. Yep, yep. I am all good on supplies. I need a few more levels if I can actually enchant something. All that. Okay. There's more good stuff. Blocks. Ore. Wood. Okay. Bricks and stuff. You know, we have a trash can at least. Oh, this is. Oh, slime. Yeah. Happy birthday, Camel. I hate your fucking views, but I don't hate you. Keep that in mind. Yeah, he says he's not. Well, that's because he says he's not anti-Semitic. He's just anti-Zionist, and then he has shared pictures. Right, right. But now I'm saying he's defending her views because he's also anti-Semitic and doesn't see it. He's said I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm anti-Zionist, and then has shared a picture with me with random people who have somewhat Jewish-sounding last names and the Israeli flag, and saying they're all Zionists, and some of them are actively critical of Israel. I was killing the other slimes on the other side. Yeah. For like, there's an abandoned mine shaft in that direction now. Ooh. Oh, you already looted it out. Wait, what? How do you get? There's just stairs up there that just don't connect to the floor. Wait, how did you get downstairs? Every now and then. Ah. Yeah. All the way down here. This is. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, because I tried to dig through here, and it turns out that there's just lava in this direction. I don't want lava. I want diamond. Camel, how are you left wing? Camel, how are you left wing? Explain to me. Do you want worker ownership as a means of production? I mean, being anti-capitalist is one thing, but that isn't enough. Yup. Yeah. Well, they kind of roll economic power. I can go mining. I was gonna say I can mine. I can dig. I can go kill things in the Nether. Either way, I have a diamond pick, a diamond axe, and uh, no, my inventory's pretty much empty. Wait, slime balls. Where do you want those? That's the only thing. No, I got a diamond pick on me. I will steal this iron one. Here we go. We excavating that one more. Okay, so yeah, I'm essentially going to look for diamond again. Okay, as a matter of fact, I do. My coordinates here are 205 negative 24. Yeah, you know who else was populist? Hitler. Oh god, yeah, every time. Ooh. Nope, I haven't left yet. I have not left yet. Okay, I'm in the room. Wait, hold on. Shall meet on stairs. Alright. Yeah, and shoe on head. Shoe on head is not exactly a shining example of leftism, buddy. And then she immediately left. She's like, "Oh, yeah." No, she never does. She hates receiving criticism, so she just. Uh huh. she's not good at receiving it. I mean, neither is Vosh necessarily. He does better than Shu, but not by much. Let's be completely honest here. But I mean, Shu is so bad at it, but she's not a shining example of being a lefty. Yeah. Well, that's why I find it funny because she gets criticism from Vosh and she accepts that criticism from Vosh because he's so fucking aggressive with it. Mm-hmm. She's she has openly talked about how she wants to submit to a mommy dom. So, yeah, pretty much. People say it in a really mean way that like she just adopts the views of whoever she wants to fuck, and it's not necessarily that, but there is an element of she does take criticism from those people a lot better. Yeah, yeah, she does. I mean, she's hot. Don't get me wrong, but come on, like you know better than this. You are better than this. Shu, you can learn to be better than this. Uh huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I actually do need to do a lot more looking into Deb's self. I've done some research, but most of the stuff I've been looking into over the past few years has been uh, the arguments and logic and shit behind leftism, doing the research on the theories, and biology for, you know, trying to convince my parents to accept my trans siblings. And that's the only thing that would convince them. Two of them, yeah. Based. I had no idea. And see, my mom, it's weird. My mom would, it's not necessarily the best representation, but my mom used to play in the Rocky Horror Picture Show that would happen. So, and my dad was Rocky. He 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 played Rocky. Oh God, no, and he refuses to accept. Now, my older sister, Tucker Carlson. Yeah, but somebody challenge. It's a challenge to what they know. Like they figured it was just cross dressing or something. They had some other way to justify it. You know, oh, it's just cross dressing, which isn't it's not as bad. Nobody should. Honestly, left loses always. Oh, the left has been fucking winning recently. What do you mean, Cameron? Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, it's Nazballism. Of course not. Anyone you vote in is immediately going to be considered a fucking elite. Yeah. Yep. Like I'm actually kind of getting. I've been getting a little bit mogged on Twitter because I had the audacity to say that Lenin was right wing. People, no, it's fucking conservatives. I'm getting mogged by super straights. They're just like dogpiling because I dared to say something that is objectively true. No, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Well, it's gotten to the point where it's not even that they're like jumping on me or anything because I said that, and then they're like, "How dumb do you have to be?" And we ended up getting to the point where I'm actually arguing to them what is and is not socialism, as opposed to whether or not Lenin was right wing. You might be able to change their mind. I mean, probably it's not going to change their mind immediately. That's for sure. But I might be able to get them to look into something. One of the people's already stopped replying because I straight up, what was it? Oh, what's they said something or other about it devolved from Lenin is right wing to capitalism kills 20 million people every year, which I actually looked up some numbers, and there was that meme that went around that was like from curable diseases and stuff like that, but it had like 500,000 for malaria. You just replace the malaria one with a lack of housing, and inadequate housing kills like 10 to 15 million people a year. Yeah, that's how we got Hawaii. That was part of the process. The or you're talking about the Dole, yeah, Banana Republic thing. I'm pretty sure that that was how we got Hawaii. It had something to do with that. Yeah, they don't teach you that one in school. Yeah, Hawaii. Dole declared Hawaii an independent republic, spurred by the nationalism around the Spanish American War. Okay, yeah, yeah. This was Spanish American War. The United States annexed Hawaii in 1898 at the urging of President William McKinley, with the guy who made the Dole Fruit Company. I fucking guess. I don't know. Dole does a bunch of shit. Yep. Pretty sure that's where he came from. I think so. Now he's Canadian. He might be, or his family might have been. Yeah, Rational National. His family might have been. I don't think he is personally, but I don't know how common that last name is either. I had to come back so I can make new pickaxes because only having one is not good. Bam. Into the bed. Okay, so let's see. Honestly, left over to people like you. That's I read that one. SSNP didn't do a genocide. Well, you're right. Neither neither did anarchists. At least not as far as I'm aware. But was it a genocide? All right, cool. So yeah, I wasn't entirely sure. I mean, I'm not fully 100% read up on all of human history, but I was pretty sure that anarchists had never done a genocide. However, yeah, yeah, it's not a thing like that. I mean, even if they do quote unquote come into power, it's so minuscule because they try not to attain power. They want to build dual power. You want more even distributions of power. So kind of hard to affect political change in that regard. That may be one of the reasons. Yes, Trump is making his own social media platform. It's going to be hilarious. I may actually join it just to laugh. He's gone through some stuff. Yeah, I get random ass emails. I don't know why. I get like civics emails and shit. And one of them. Oh wait, no, this one was American Military News. Trump announces his social media network, Truth Social. This is so good. Right, no. Trump needs help himself. But you know what? In this case, I want to let this one drop. I want to join it and then I can laugh at all the people who are on it. Cuz if you ridicule them enough, maybe they'll start feeling embarrassed about their ideals. Oh god, yeah. You are my political enemy. You have lost. I'm going to make fun of you for having lost. Yeah. Now, there is a spot for a level of compassion, depending. Yeah. As a broad whole, I'm going to laugh at them. As individuals, I mean, that's a lot more nuanced. And you need to take some things into account, such as the, well, material conditions that they live in. Some people are just not educated for it. If there's somebody who lives in, the middle of fucking Alabama, they're I don't expect them to know anything about being a leftist. Yeah, it was the movement. It was a workers' movement down in the South of like socialists and stuff. They got the name for getting beat and shit around the neck, right? Yeah, yeah. Like that's why redneck revolt is a big deal. And I like talking to redneck revolt. Some there's some of the people that I've been able to reach out to. They've been pretty chill. Uh, I've actually in how long is that? It's the 21st. So in not too much time will be 2 weeks and a couple of days. November 6th, I will be do. I've got at least one interview scheduled for local elections. I've got a interview scheduled with a person who's running for a local office. So I'm going to be doing that on the 6th. And I'm trying to get together a panel uh, more specific to my state to get uh, some of the candidates that are trying to run together, and we can talk about what policies they all support, so that we can build coalitions around these things. We can push for them, build strategies, build organizing strategies for on the ground efforts. It's a thing that I need to step up and do more of, because I've been mostly doing a lot of research and talking to people offline, and now I need to actually get out and do more actual work instead of just doing advocacy here on YouTube, on Twitter, and running around at my day job talking to people. I definitely plan to. We need to get work done here. You may much appreciated. Cool. There's actually you might have come across the person who runs the, or you may have come across the channel of the guy that I'm going to be talking to. It's a little lefty channel called the Green Corn Rebellion Show. Yep, I'm actually going to be interviewing him because he's running for office here in my state. Oh fuck, yes. Bro, yeah, like he's pretty chill. I've talked to him a few times, on Twitter, in Twitter DMs and stuff, but actually being able to sit down and have a conversation with him, I think, is going to be great. Talking to him about, yeah, and I actually came across him because he was on Bosch's show. Yeah, Bosch had him on, and he talked to him for a little bit, and I was like, bro, this was super cool. Good to see the Oklahoma representation here. Yeah, I might get more than 60 subs at some point. I'm just happy to have anybody who's subscribed to this that's not a real life friend. Like somebody that I told, hey, I'm making a YouTube channel, sub to help me get growth. Which, yeah, I truly appreciate you having found it and come across it. Even if you just watched the one thing, and I appreciate that. But you've stuck around, and you're cool as fuck, even outside of that. That's awesome. And see, there's times when, because I'm not 100% sure how much you know about YouTube's like studio thing. Whenever you're looking at your analytics uh, for while you're streaming, like uh, well, you know how it'll have like the concurrent viewers, and whenever somebody is looking at the thing, it's like it'll say how many concurrent viewers are watching, as opposed to showing all the playbacks as well. Camel here always gets very confused when he thinks he's the only person watching, and I'm like, bro, there's literally like 13 playbacks here. There's definitely more people. He'll just, yeah, he'll be like, if there's anybody here, say hi. Playback is it's essentially like the page freaked out, or they left the video for a bit, or left the stream for a bit, and then they came back, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't happen if they refresh the page, but it does happen if they leave and come back to it. So if I start a live stream, I try and stay in there if I actually like who I'm watching. Oh yeah, you're just messing with me. It's, I mean, it's funny to me, Camel. I need diamonds. Come on. Huh? Sleeping soon? Okay. Let me turn and place a bed right here. And mine out this lapis real quick. Alright, I'm in bed. Yes. Most intimate of long distances. I am looking forward to November. Uh, Normally, I hate driving a long distance. Like going to do my runs to Tulsa is ridiculous. It's over an hour and a half driving just to get to that city, and then I have to drive around it to do deliveries. But on November 17th, I have to drive twice that distance to go and make one stop that is larger than the rest of my entire day put together. But I love that stop. I only have it once a year, but it's a wildlife reserve. And so when I go there, I get to pet buffalo and elk. Yeah. They were endangered. Yeah, they were endangered for a long time, and we finally got some. I think we did. I think we actually did a animal preservation effort. Possibly. And no, Camel, I do not work for a mail company. I work for a delivery company. Not like DoorDash or Uber or anything, but I deliver stuff to restaurants. Yeah. I no. Working on it. I actually reached out to the AFL-CIO last year, and they have not gotten back to me over the multiple attempts. Haven't been able to get into contact with anyone there either. But what's great is, see, my boss is extraordinarily unwilling to hire people that he doesn't know and trust, because it's literally like there's him, his wife, my shop manager, myself, and one other driver. That's it. He doesn't want to hire people because we have to collect checks and cash and stuff. And sometimes I'm rolling around with $14,000, $15,000 in cash in my pocket that I have to go and make deposits and stuff to. So he wants people he can rely on and trust and shit. Well, Sam actually got me that job. He got tired of working there after a decade, left. So we went from having three drivers to two, and we're stuck with the two, me and the other guy. The other guy, the entire time that he's been working there, I've been working on getting him in favor of anarchism. And I think I'm there. I think I finally got there. I got him in favor of voting yes on a union. Yes, I'm an anarcho syndicalist. It's basically a market anarchist, because markets literally can't just be abolished. Planned economies. Yeah, that he, no, those people are stupid and Noam Chomsky. Anarchismus? Yeah, he used to. We used to be mutuals. Oh my god. They get in trouble from their parent, which is a justified hierarchy. That's the thing that every Twitter anarchist seems to overlook. Yeah, there's Camel works for an oil company. That's why you're so fucking mad at Rojava. Okay, that makes sense. Buddy, you are the kind of person I want to be in my side of things, Camel. A legit, like, hardcore old like a proletariat. You are a worker on a fucking oil rig. The kind of person that, I mean, you have a, he has a knowledge set that of engineering, but, working on that kind of thing that's applicable to sunflower oil and stuff. Okay, different kind of oil. Gotcha. You're still a proletariat, and I want to move you over. We just got to get you to stop hating Jewish people and wanting to be an imperialist. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. You're right there, Camel. You got me. Food oil. But yeah, no. Noam Chomsky is an anarcho-syndicalist. I actually follow pretty much what he wants. Uh huh. That's why I did it. Yeah, that's literally why I did it. So I went, he really. Yeah, that's out there. No, it absolutely was. I oh, I am getting a phone call. One moment. Hold on one second, buddy. I'm just gonna mute myself. You can go ahead and keep talking if you prefer. I'm listening. Alright, stream. I will be back here in a minute. I've got this phone call I'm taking, and I will want to go take a smoke break because I've been streaming long enough for that. So I'll be back. Boop, 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 ba. All right, let's go. Back again. Down in a hole. Dig the dirt, all the dirt, and the gravel. Dirt, gravel equals diamond somewhere in the rough. I should definitely unmute myself. Oops. Twitter notification. PB. Who's man on Twitter right now? Okay. God. Did you ever research why the founders didn't want the United States to be a democracy? Well, they did. And even then, this is still a democracy. You know what, as a matter of fact, I don't know why people use that line. It's so stupid. The founders didn't want the US to be a democracy. Well, they literally did. We keep answering literally the same question like 400 times. Who controls this? Who controls that? Nobody. When it comes to an anarchist militia, well, a chain of command will be established if the need arises for a militia to form. That's it. It's not that hard. Like these concepts, I mean, to apply them is difficult. To understand them isn't really that difficult. These are just the most surface level fucking things. But it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We got this. Um, I have like no inventory space. I should probably do something about that. And that was hope too. So let's get this stuff. Alright. So, for those of you who don't know, we're gonna cover anarchism again. Just real quick. Again, baseline shit. None of this is highly complex theory or anything. Anarchism, at its core, is simply the a philosophy in which you look at to analyze hierarchies and to abolish the ones that are unjust. In addition to wanting to abolish capitalism, money, which can be used to wield power over others. It follows a socialist worldview and breaks on the only thing that we break on is when to get rid of the state. That's pretty much it. Anarchism is a little more complicated than that, but essentially looking at different hierarchies and analyzing them to figure out if they are just or unjust, and trying to figure out if you need to abolish them, keep them, if it cannot morally justify itself, then it needs to go. If you can convince enough people that something is unjust morally because it is coercive or something, good to know. Let's take a few steps back and continue on this way. I feel like there will be diamonds around here. I don't know that. The question, I guess, becomes how much lava is around me. Oh, not a lot. Just digging still. I have branched off in a few different paths. I just ran across lava and made a sharp left. Let me come back up some. Nay, I have not. I went. Oh yeah. My path. Okay, so there was already like kind of an offshoot cut into the wall from that tunnel that I dug into and down. So I'm not too far away from the house. I mean, I'm pretty far at this point, but I'm headed back at the moment. Okay, so don't go into the abandoned mine shaft. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm pretty much back to where I was. So whenever it loads to that point, I'm in the slime area. Yeah, where the slimes are spawning. Yeah, I need to drop stuff off. But I'm also going to take on these slimes. Shit, take on the slimes. Because they came at me. This is a fucking direct democracy, motherfuckers. You didn't like the vote. They're rebelling. God damn it. Damn, guess not really, but all right. What all did I even get? I need. Oops. To put the enchantment on this thing as soon as I can. 23. I do need to. Wait, I have. Oh yeah. Why do I have a stone axe? I need to drop some stuff off. That was. Why do I have a stone axe? Stone axe. First things first is put away the slime balls in here. And then it's mostly cobblestone. I have a bunch of that. Is what? Dirt? Oh, yeah, I kept my stack of dirt. Oh my god. Oh, empty chest for cobblestone. Not for cobblestone? This has amethysts. It's labeled with amethysts. Because these cobblestone boxes are full. Is this supposed to be? Ah, cobble. Okay. Yeah, I just threw them into the chest over here on the row with the cobblestone. Bottom right. Here's diorite. Alright, yeah. And gravel. Uh, it's stream is stream is way delayed. Yeah, internet is terrible. I don't have a delay on it on my own thing. Yeah, okay, andesite's in here too. Cool. Is there a box specifically for tough? I'm just gonna put it in this one then. Uh, we got a box for. Yep, redstone. Yep, over here with nether quartz and observers and stuff. And this is for ores. The giant. Raw gold and raw iron I will take upstairs. Lapis has a chest somewhere. Okay, just went upstairs from there. There's the drawing room or the reading room. Here we go. That chest doesn't have. There we go. Lapis. And then, oh, the bow. Yep, okay. Is there any? There is some in here. So let's throw it there. All right. We have a bunch of arrows. Get, oh, bedtime. Wham. I need to get a more substantive food source. I'm down to bread. I have a lot of bread, but hey, there's chickens. I planned to. I don't need all of it. I grabbed some of it out of one of the chests somewhere. Don't remember which one, honestly. This one. Okay. I'm gonna keep the planks though, so I can. I needed to make sticks and stuff earlier, and it was useful to have. Is it? Yes. Sand. There's dirt. I will go do some farming on some other stuff. Ah, here we go. Watermelon. Into here. And I think that's good. We have a block. Okay. What the hell did. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm armored as much as I need to be. Nothing appears going to be a challenge. Wait, you can polish? Wait, really? Yeah. Huh. You know what I really should do is make myself a shovel. Hell yeah. I'm going back to make myself a shovel because I need it. I'll do that when I get some. Yes. Everything over here is nice. Oh shit, we have a coal box. Sure we do. Yep. Hmm. The appearance. Alright, I am out in the world, gonna go and get a bunch of fucking sand from this desert. Nope, I'm heading out. Yeah, I'm heading out towards the other biome that I can see. I'm gonna go out towards the edge of the sand biome. Oh, hello, broken fucking. I found a broken nether portal. It's got crying obsidian. Well, it's the crying obsidian. It's the glowy one. It's a special obsidian. I don't know what it's used for, but Sam freaks out every time. So really, that's awesome. Okay, might have to do something like that. Give me the crying obsidian. All right, sick as fuck. Yeah, no, God no. I do not plan to rebuild that one. However, I think this is a good area to start getting sand from. And dirt, as a matter of fact. You know what? Here we go. Get a chain on the over at the portal. Is chains. No, it's fencing. Oh well. Start iron iron bars. I already got them. You're fine. All right, stream. Let's go. What the hell just happened? Okay, that's fucking great. Now watch the video. I just pulled it up with stream. Great. Okay, yeah. Talking to the guy I reported. I report a decent number of people who I think are spreading hate. I can't be too mad about ban evasion on Twitter. I do it. My first account got banned. it was banned for being telling somebody to go fuck themselves with rusty razor blades because they were a Nazi. I'm digging it across. I dig down a little bit on the surface level. I don't mind doing that. As soon as I go below surface level, though, no, I'm not. I don't dig straight down after that. Although thinking about it, I probably shouldn't on surface level because I could just open up into a ravine. I've done that before. 'To be fair, I don't go through your Twitter a whole lot there, Camel. Things you message me, I think you are trying to spread some hate, but that's exclusively to me, and I'm definitely not susceptible to it. So that's a different matter altogether. I just tell you you're an idiot. But I don't read your Twitter posts all that much. So publicly out to like other people? No, not really. And I would report the tweet individually if that was the case. That's where things get a little nuanced. Oh yeah, I definitely would. I'm pretty. You used to be able to. You can't anymore because you were awesome. Yeah, I used to do that to good people all the time because it seemed to like put them into lobbies with bad players, like people who weren't all that confident in themselves or were just having like off days or whatever. And if somebody was just cracked on a specific day, the more you reported them for good playing, the more they'd get paired up to try and match even games out. They'll put some of the like really high skilled people together into games, but if there's somebody who's doing really well and there's just like a group of people who've been doing really poor, they'll put the good guy with the poor team. Really? Yeah. Uh, one of the best Destiny 2 interactions I've ever had was playing a game, and one of the people in my lobby who was cracking jokes on voice chat, their name was throwing hot dogs with their other teammate down wide hallways. There was somebody in one of my games. Their name was throwing hot dogs. No, it's a reference to kind of a misogynistic joke of somebody getting laid too much so they have a loose vagina, and so it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. But this dude was cracking so many jokes, throwing hot dogs down hallways, throwing hot dogs, throwing hot dogs. This dude was it was funny. Yeah, absolutely. Straight up with the bussy. Yeah, I agree. We'll repurpose it, like I'm repurposing shitlib. Anarchists, because almost every tanky I come across will tell me that I'm a shitlib for being an anarchist. I just call him a dumb fuck. Yeah. Well, that just it's self-report. That's what that is. In a sense, it's a self-report. You're like, yeah, I totally support these things. Well, and it makes sense for the tankies because they just like state power. They just want to wield the state power. Like, okay, oh God. Okay, yeah, no, she's dumb. I saw some of it. I couldn't stand it. I was cringing too hard. Okay. Who? Really? Yeah, probably. Yeah, no. I mean, put some stock into it because you have to do it. I mean, it's the dirty laundry you have to do every so often. But the thing you should be focused on is mutual aid. Yeah, yeah. I'll give Unholy Rome that. I mean, I yeah. Okay, so yeah, and I mean, you can't just take over the state as it is either. So I mean, you can't just tear down capitalism and put somebody else in positions of power and keep things the way that they are outside of that. Even just making worker co-ops the structure, if you don't change the state apparatus, then you're just going to replicate the same systems as before. Marx wrote about that in the Paris Commune. Civil War in France was the book, and I think it was chapter 7 that he talked about it in. So the yeah, the big one there is you're right. We need to be doing mutual aid and direct action and just building up these networks because without having them in place for one, that way if capitalism does come into its huge contradiction and just collapses at a, you know, say it happened in like the next 5 years, and we didn't do any actual like on the ground organizing and mutual aid efforts, we'd be fucked. There's nobody would side with us because we didn't do anything when we were talking about what needed to be done. We could present the solution after the fact, and then people be like, "Well, I mean, too late now." Uh, it also, kind of through force, usually. Yeah. Hmm. I did not know that. Yeah, true. You're all good. I went to take a cigarette break. I had yeah, I already finished it. Well, see, I should. I know I should. Nicotine is absolutely ridiculously hard to stop smoking, and I hate it so so much. I would have even less money than I do now. Yeah, because I don't actually buy like cigarettes. I buy Black and Milds, and those are 89 cents a piece, and two of those usually last me a day. Bro, yeah, actually, I should try and set up that network. You know, call my sister. Hey, bring me some weed. She would too. I was for a second. I was trying to think about what I want to do because I my brain. Well, I was already running at Mario Mountain to go into the Nether portal, so let's go ahead and fucking bridge. On this bridge thing on the backside of it. Yeah, yeah, Ian's big on this. He's big on this infrastructure thing. Just got off the thing. I am getting down to the foot near the two cactus, to the cacti. There's this little overhang that looks like it was built to fight Endermen. I'm facing the same direction that that bridge was going. Okay, so there's this sugar cane over here. near the line of sugar cane right now. Wait, is it this thing? This looks like it's being constructed. Or was this already here? This big hole in the... Yeah, the thing with the lava. Sick. Okay. So this is what you've been working on? Trash can. It gets rid of it immediately. And yes, I do like this. Plus it gives off enough light that at night it'd be very visible. That's pretty sick. Alright, let me go gather more stuff. That's part of the problem with me playing Minecraft is my brain just does whatever. I'm like, oh, let me go mine for diamonds. Gets bored with that, runs out, digs some sand for a minute. Oh, no, time to go explore. Not entirely sure. Probably gonna run over. Rip up all the oak trees. Maybe here in a moment. Somebody did some excavating over here. This has got to be an Ian thing. Okay. It's right at the base of the other side of the bridge. There's like a bed and an oven and stuff. Floating village over a cavern. Made completely out of logs. Yep, you go for it. Oh, yeah, fairly. Fairly. I don't think there's really been any issues. Oh, there's a villager over here. Huh. Oh, damn. Oh, God. Do you know how to replace one? Yeah, clearer. Makes sense. Uh, you, which one of these is to the house? I am. Wait, that's to the house. I'm on the back side of the house, essentially. Like a little ways out in the sandy area. I'm I'm at the 214, negative 140 area. Negative 120. It's right next to that. I'm currently facing south. It's right below. Below it's this XYZ coordinates, block, chunk, and then direction facing. Yeah, I'm facing south right now, but I probably am. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, okay. So the other one's the eastern house. The one with Mario Mountain. That's where I am. I was okay. I was a little off to the side of it, but because I was near the bridges. But yeah, no, I'm actually right in the. I am actually at the tree farm. Hello. You need this one down, or is this acacia? Yeah, yeah. I do not. I put it all in your chest by the door. Okay. What the heck is this? I don't know what this is. It's like an amalgam of all the random shit. Just fall asleep right here in the sand. Oh, yeah, I'm just. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah, you need the saplings. Do do do. Now maybe. Actually, probably need to make another one for when I go out and dig more. I should be good for now. If I need it, I'll come and grab it. No, we're good. I've got two iron bars and one sandstone that could be considered. I say yeah, it could be considered junk. I've got iron ingot. I got yeah some iron ingots. I got some magma blocks. I got two crying obsidian. I got that block of gold. Here's the obsidian. There's the gold. There's the magma block. There's iron bars. I don't necessarily need any. I got a few. No, I've got acacia planks to make some and stuff if need be. Just go walk the path again and pick up all the saplings. I'm surprised it grows this way. Do you just put trees in every single square here? do like how they only grow 3 tall. Really? Jesus. So we have unlimited wood. It's gonna kill this axe for sure. One elytra. Oh, a launcher. Never mind. Sorry. Minecraft brain. I have watched absolutely none of it. I saw like a couple of scenes out of an episode. Yeah, so that's all I've seen though. Like there was that one show Vikings I saw some of, and it was all right. Wow. I've always kind of wanted to play with some of the modded versions, like Crazy Craft. If you watched any of that shit, like Vicstar 123 and Ollie A and those guys. Sam used to watch them, and that's actually how I was like, you know what, maybe I will play some. That and Sam telling me that there actually is a way to technically beat the game, and I was like, oh, okay, well, let me help you beat it. He told me. Yep. The entire point initially was to beat it because his boyfriend wasn't happy with him playing it constantly. And he said when he beats it, then he'll stop playing it. And so I was trying to help him beat it, and turns out instead now I play it. Obviously not as often as I play Destiny, but yeah, something like that. I play Destiny. Like I dabble in Minecraft and I play Destiny. But Destiny is an abusive relationship. It's toxic. You're done playing Destiny. Can't necessarily blame you. And Destiny's been stepping up recently. I'm not gonna lie. There has been talks from the developers that they're not doing that. They're taking steps from essentially from the last expansion that dropped forward to start turning it into an open world thing like WoW. Hmm. I don't think PS3 was able to handle that, so they had to completely change some of their stuff. But now that they're moving in that direction, like did you play when Stasis came out? Okay, so that's Stasis is the darkness power you get, but the have, have you seen the aspects and fragments way that they do that? It's like a way to customize your stuff a little bit more rather than just choosing a diamond on your subclass tree. You get to like I get to for the warlock, for example, I could have aspect to overcharge my grenade and turn it into a freezy turret that shoots out uh, tracking at enemies, and make it to where my rift, if I cast it near enemies, it'll freeze them, or I can change those around to do a completely different build and play style. And so it gives you more customization on your the way you play, and they're about to do that to all of the light subclasses. No, not now. They definitely went overboard on stasis initially. Now you can actually play using a lot of things. Oh, they made a Titan exotic that just shits all over stasis. It's like you can't be frozen. Slowed effects have half the duration. If you pop a barricade, then it removes all slow, destroys this stasis crystals without damaging you. It's dumb. Titans are like immune to stasis, and they can run it on their stasis subclass to maximum benefit. But no, you can play anything. I play top tree Voidwalker mostly because blink and really strong overcharged grenades are fun. I would. My, my suggestion to everybody is if you think about getting back into it, hold off until after the next expansion, and I'll tell you if it's worth it. The next expansion's supposed to be super sick. All the stuff that they've dropped so far, like I've felt some Destiny hype. I've even fanboyed over some stuff. I've fangirled over some stuff. Whatever. But yeah, I'll take another one. Sure, I'm done, except for one middle segment. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm not done. There we go. That is what I live for. Hut, 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 hut. Yes, and now we have the double bed. Oh boy, carry my bed everywhere. Fuck a comfort security blanket. I've got a comfort security bed. No, I have dug no dirt. Did you already get the meager amount that I put in your chest? Yeah, it's only like 9, so it's not impressive. Yeah, I can relate. You know it's bad. Abigail Shapiro won't return my tweets. I don't know. Everybody's got the thing for Abby. Even even though like without them, yeah, yeah. I looked into it because people were like, "Oh, Abigail Shapiro not living up to her principles," and I'm like, "What? This is an actual case of hypocrisy." Then it doesn't really matter. Go good for you, you know. No, yeah. Wait, that's her. Shit. Really? That makes sense. Does she hate Ben Shapiro? Oh my god, Fosh, are you really still on this? Stop it. No, not new message. I haven't seen it in quite some time. Ah, Mara, get rid of the Wilson Nazis. I definitely do too. Joe Pesci. Pro Shop's Pyramid. Jesus Christ. This pyramid. The Bass Pro Shop Ducks Unlimited Waterfowling Heritage Center. It's on Mara's Twitter. Let me copy link to tweet. I'm just gonna drop that right there in the Discord. There you go, buddy. You get to look at that one. It was shared by Bloodberry Tart, and then reshared by Mara. So it followed the Mara. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. Does look like Ben Shapiro. I can see it. No, I know what I'm talking about. I studied political science. America's not a democracy, it's a republic. Mm. Buddy, literally, okay, this is why you need to have studied, like, poli sci before you can talk about this kind of shit, because you get all sorts of bad information by saying that America's not a democracy when it literally by definition is exactly that. Yeah, a republic is a republic itself is a form of representative democracy, which is even weaker. Yeah, it's bad. I, I mean, it's better than not, but I am not. I love direct democracy. Right, yeah. Well, that's because not they're not incentivized to from a young age. It does take a little bit of social engineering to accomplish. Right, right, and right, right, and that's the thing. Like there isn't not going to be absolutely no hierarchy ever. That yeah, normally. Uh, it depends on how you want to look at it. The way that I see it is no, not really, because I have undue influence. You do not have the ability at all to look at a a law or something that's passed by Congress and say, or any power that they hold and say, I do not submit myself to this any longer. You don't have the ability to withdraw your consent of it, which is one of the things. I mean, yes, you could technically move to a different country, but there isn't any facilitating that. There's nothing that you can really do, especially if you're poor. You are forced to submit to that particular. Uh, I think that there are. Yeah, I mean that'd be fine. I don't mind that. People being able to determine what they want. Yeah. Well, getting rich is what we don't necessarily want. We want everyone to have a good standard of living. We I don't want. Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, the way that I'm seeing this, okay, so way I'm hearing your talk as of right now is like a transitional phase as opposed to the end goal. In a transitional phase, yeah, there probably will still be some form of a state apparatus. There will still be some form of uh, hierarchy that is not necessarily justified. The end goal, though, is that you manage to uh, do enough social engineering, change people's perception of things that some of the more menial tasks and jobs and stuff, the whole who's going to clean up the sewers and stuff. Well, ideally, um, capitalism already doesn't want to have to pay people to do that because they want a lot of money to be playing around in shit. So they get automated. Jobs like that will be automated. The and so that won't be a big deal with no money being around and only labor vouchers for assigned to you with expiration dates available for luxury goods only. I mean, you minimize the amount of exploitation and coercive hierarchies that could be formed in this manner. So you wouldn't even have like police. You would have or law. You would have what people see as a societal obligation, like a civic duty, similar to voting. And people say that people don't do their civic duties, but yeah, we have low voter turnout here in America, but in other countries, it's not. No, no, no. But that's part of the thing. Like you would you'd have more free time to be able to study a little bit more of these things, should you want to. That's a part of the deal is like with self determination, you don't have to give your input. If you want to give your input on it, you would have a small group of experts who you defer to for opinion. However, you try and educate people on the best thing possible. You provide all the alternatives and let them at it. I mean, it's not going to be perfect every time. There will be fuck ups. There are fuck ups now. Uh, Even in a direct democracy, it's just that the power of governance is more deferred to the actual broader population. You can. Well, that's why we have an alternative form of currency. It's labor vouchers. Labor vouchers are something you get for your contributions to society. They operate similar to money as it exists today, but not the exact same. It cannot be used for reinvestment. It is not used to buy your basic necessities. You don't need it for that. So, food, shelter, water, clothing, stuff like that, taken care of. Your luxury goods, like a nicer couch, a better bed, PlayStation, your they have actually. Not for very long, partly because the other country that helped support it kind of collapsed. It was in Yugoslavia. They also used it, I think, in the CNTFIA and Anarchist Catalonia. Um, and it was also, I don't know if they did or not. I think they did some, but there was also that one was weird. I'm pretty sure they had another currency. They did similar to Cuba, actually. Cuba has an internal and external currency. Uh, and I think they used that. They had something similar to that with labor vouchers internally and regular currency externally, so that they could get foreign investment and do trade with other nations and shit. It was weird. Um, Still something I need to look into. Uh, well, it's kind of. Well, it is. You're a balancing. Well, okay. Let me not be as loose with my language here because I'm kind of being a little colloquial. There would be no capital, nothing to reinvest in, none of that, and without having to purchase things that you need to live, then the amount of power that having labor vouchers, especially if they expire, like a lot of people would advocate for, you get to use them within a certain period of time, or they're assigned directly to you and you can't like trade them off to other people or anything like that. There's ways that people have talked about it. I still need to do more research into this specific aspect, but as far as it being like capital, it would not have the same ability to put you into a different class distinction. You'd be able to tell who does a lot of work to contribute to society by if they have these luxury goods, and that could be done in a lot of ways. Music is work, obviously. Anyone who plays music knows that that's work. Entertainment in general is kind of a form of work. So there's a lot of ways that could be done. And then if your basics are met and you can use them for luxury goods, that differential and class distinction is just that it's gone. You don't have bourgeois and proletariat, peasants and serfs and all that. People are just working for the common good, and anything else that you do outside of a societal obligation that you reinforce with positive incentive. That's that's it. Depends on what they're needed for. Uh, kind of. Yeah, it'd be a per job basis, and it. See, okay. For example, it would be a matter of uh, how much you're taking care of things. So if we didn't have automated sewers, and we had somebody who went out of their way and they took care of like clearing up and keeping sewers operational, that motherfucker should get paid more than any entertainer on the planet. Ideally, in an anarchist society, there's no law. There's societal. I again, it takes, like I said, social engineering. This is ideal. I mean, we managed to get out and do all the work that's needed, and we can change people's perception on things. For one, you wouldn't actually need much in the way of like law because most crime comes from poverty, and if people's basic needs are met, there's no poverty, and luxury goods are the thing that you strive for at that point. If a lot of things are automated as well, then that means that you're more open to do things for leisure than for having to work outside of doing the extra stuff like running, helping work at the community garden for food and stuff. There's a form of societal punishment that you can use. Plus the with the well, well, that comes down to morality. Do you I don't even have to ask the question. You, as well as almost every person I've ever spoken to, would think that if you did a bad job building a house and it killed the people that bought that house or moved into that house, you fucked up and you deserve, like, somebody has to do something. Like, you have to do something for some sort of remittance. Well, then all of you who built the house, you all need to step up. Anyway, you would have like you'd be trying to instill from not necessarily. They betrayed the social contract by, doing a bad job and allowing their poor work to kill somebody. That that one? No, you actually don't. You use social workers instead. Social workers. Well, assuming we already have most people on board with the idea of anarchism and they're working for the betterment of society, somebody who decides to do that, well, I'm sorry, you have to do something. You're gonna go and work in the community garden, or you're not gonna get access to these luxury goods. Access to a certain thing would be taken, potentially. And that may not even be the answer, but that is an example that comes to mind. If they're a danger to themselves or others, you treat it just like you would any mental illness. You still have therapists and social workers and stuff. Like those aren't in some instances. There has been a lot of research done more recently about having social workers take that role, and there's less violence done because the social worker knows what to do. Yeah, you can hurt that person. That you're defending another. If you're okay, so it's not really. Not really. Because police, as its current iteration, is they are looking for lawbreakers, which no laws. They are a arm of the state, no state. They can only do things that are allowed to them based on law. Generally, I mean, they break the law all the time, anyways. This is because of their training, and they're taught to be violent. Uh, okay, I will point out that I personally think Engels generally was kind of an idiot. That's my personal belief. On Authority, I think was a terrible book. State and Revolution, but In- Ingalls, I think okay, I shouldn't say he was an idiot. He had a good heart in a lot of ways. I think he had some bad ideas. Then again, I think Kropotkin and Bakunin also had some misinterpretations and poor ideas. But overall, I agree with them in Malatesta. Um, but the thing here is like I'm not opposed to people with expertise getting slightly more in terms of like access to luxury, but that doesn't mean it's a state. A state is defined exclusively by its ability to have a legal monopoly on the use of violence to defend themselves or others that are in a position of weakness against another. Then yes, out of nowhere, no. Out of nowhere, no. It can, it can, but the state itself has the legal monopoly on it. Only people who are authorized by the state are allowed to do it without repercussion, usually. Uh, mm, well, yeah, of course. Life is all about incentives, positive and negative. You can offer majority positive incentives to do things, but if somebody fails to do a certain thing, you can have a negative incentive. Yeah, I actually don't necessarily disagree. Okay, I'm not entirely sure about that. Um, I'd have to do a lot more research into psychology to be able to put any expert opinion, any not expert opinion, but any sort of a educated opinion on that. That's a whole lot of research I haven't done. Oh no! I'm saying that you would treat it as if the same in the same manner, not like using the exact same tactic of yeah, you will. They get handled in a different manner. Like they again, I'd have to look a lot more into psychology on this one, but as far as I'm aware, people who are generally resistant to certain forms of treatment, social workers are able to present a different form of treatment, and if not, and the social worker gives up, there may be. incarceration necessary. But again, for the vast majority of people, they get treated by a social worker. There's something going on in their life they may have a break. You know, they may rage out. They may just not be themselves that day and or make a mistake or something. You know, there's a lot of reasons that people have a violent outburst, and social workers are pretty good at taking care of that. And since a majority of other things that are considered crime, no, and yeah, yeah, statistically, just there, yeah, no. Uh, God, what was it? Oh, fuck. Since a majority of crime is poverty related, like theft and shit like that, and we wouldn't need laws for that kind of thing, really, then uh, cops wouldn't really, you know, they wouldn't be necessary, and so you wouldn't have the same issue we have right now, where cops are overloaded with all this work. Okay, that may be a thing where I have a slightly different phrasing because whenever I hear policing, I just think policing, you know, the institution of being a cop. And the thing that I would normally think of is like the way I see it now is kind of like a community watch, just better than what we have currently. Hmm. Yeah, like I said, there's still going to be expertise. uh, well, again, in a transitional phase, yeah, I completely agree. You would need these things, and a transitional phase could last a while. It takes a lot of social engineering to get what I ideally want. So I don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying. Hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. Marx talked about how I have my own doubts about how well it will work, but I still believe that it is the best path forward. It's not necessarily that I'm like I hold a dogmatic belief on. Hmm, yeah, there's things that need to be answered, and I'm not smart enough. Yeah, or a bootlegger or something, but they're dumb. So uh huh. Yeah, anybody who says that we're going to be able to eliminate all coercion is lying. That's just never happening. It's not. I don't care who you are. You are. It can. But again, okay. So the big misconception people I think people do have with anarchism is they hear abolish coercive and unjust hierarchies, and they don't look much deeper into that. Not saying you don't, because I didn't for a little while personally, and I know other people don't on Twitter. Not to call anybody out in particular, but Alia Lux, I think misses on quite a bit of this stuff. It's not that you're going to be able to completely eliminate coercion, because I mean, fuck, your body coerces you to do things all the time. At a fundamental level, your body will coerce you to go and pee or poop or eat or fucking masturbate because of impulses that you have. Like, coercion is just something that will exist. It's about minimizing how much of it exists in society. Same with the hierarchies. You minimize hierarchy for horizontal power, and you minimize coercion. It will still exist in some forms, but you try and do your best to reject them. Like, when it comes down to it, yeah, some people, I don't know. I'd have to do a little bit more reading again. I've, I need to, I actually really need to read Rudolph Rocker. Yeah, 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 which is why which is why, yeah, whenever I talk about it normally, I use the term, if I'm like, fuck police, people are like, but we need the police. No, no, no. We need a form of community watch. We need to replace policing as its current institution with more social workers who can de escalate these situations and take care of these. Maybe add some more therapists for the people who need mental help. Do this and this with medical help. Treat, drug addiction as a medical thing as opposed to a fucking incarceral issue. Like, there's a bunch of things we could do. Ooh, kind of. It's the people's police, yeah. Now, of course, there is that meme, people getting beat up by the police in like China and stuff, and people, and it's like the tanky freaking out about the American police. Fuck off! I don't believe in that made up nonsense. And then it's the police in China beating up protesters and in Hong Kong and shit, and they're like labeled the people's police, and they're like, oh, based soy clap. But no, I mean, in a sense, it's not incorrect. We do need a form of not. I don't like the word police because of what it entails, but we do need a public safety. We have to have some form of public safety. Yeah, Watchmen's based. Okay, people can't even get mad at that one. Fucking based. Okay, yeah, I can. Okay, so they just did the optics swap. people. Yep. Okay. I actually have answers for something like this. God damn it. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Yeah. And and it was hella Catholic. All you have to do is go, okay, well, we're not allowing this whole no divorce thing being forced on a fucking on society. You can try and hold yourself to it, but if the other person says, you know what, no, fuck that, I do want a divorce, I hate you. Sorry. Yeah. Uh huh. And yeah. Now it's uh kind of. I mean, there are other societies that don't have marriage that still have something. They have a similar like thought process on the whole gender role thing there, but it's not codified. You don't get the state benefits and shit like that. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't like the concept as it is. Marriage is dumb and expensive, and it gives you. I mean, its only real benefit is tax breaks. Marriage is yay. Yeah, super. All of it is mandatory queer now. Yep. You can be the most cishet motherfucker on the planet. You're married. That's gay, bro. Yep, exactly. It's all about the social engineering, brother. I mean, fuck. I will use. Lots of ways. That's. Uh huh. Oh god, we have so much wood now. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay, I understand, and this is why my approach to people who definitely aren't lefties is the way that it is at this point. Because I will talk to people. I've got some people on Facebook that I am friends with. You're at the end of your iron. I got 20 of them here. Ah, well, I just got a shitload of wood put into one of those chests over there. We're at the 3 hour mark on the live. I was going to take a nap today and try and switch up my sleep schedule or a little bit so that I could sleep a little bit during the day after work and then get up and hang out for a bit before my cousin gets home and hang out with him because he gets off late and I almost never get to see him. It kind of sucks with his work schedule and mine because I pretty much feel like I live alone and every Friday. Murdered where? Somewhere around here. I don't even have game sound. Oh, there he is. He's dead. He stood in my way. They're dead. I got I got one lead. Here you go. And two leather. And it's nighttime. What a productive day. I ran around, like cleaned up some copper. I helped kill a traveling merchant, which I feel bad about. I really don't like killing traveling merchants since I now know what them and all villagers are a representation of. Jews. No, it's Jew. Well, the wandering merchants might be gypsies, but I know merchants and stuff. You hear the noise they make and the design that they've got, and the fact that Notch is a Nazi. Well, Minecraft has been they fired Notch. They just kept that design. I don't think they even realize it. It took me a little while, but I'm like, wait, hold on. Villagers are merchants. They sell you stuff. They charge way too much for a lot of this stuff until you getting good with them. You raise your reputation with them, and they sit there and go, huh, huh, and it's like, okay, hmm yeah, I can't believe I didn't notice it until like 6 months ago or something. I'm like, wait a second, it all clicked. I went, this makes way too much sense, and you know what, Notch doesn't even work for Mojang anymore, so it's fine, whatever, I don't care. I'll just go polish my menorah later. Actually, I need to find that thing. That culturally, not like I'd never went to any like synagogues or anything, but not even like fully culturally because my great grandmother grew up more Christian. But in her family, that menorah was handed down. Fuck yes, a mixture of Jewish food and Italian food sounds amazing. My uncle's actually Italian, married into the family, but he did give me his grandmother's recipe from Italy on how they make a red sauce and Alfredo. But the bastard won't give me the pesto sauce recipe. Yeah, I want to make a fucking pesto pizza. Yeah, but I got flour, I've got Italian sausage, I've got cheese, mozzarella. I think it's a mozzarella parmesan mix. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look again. I got all the stuff except for anything to make Alfredo, anything to make marinara sauce, and I don't know how to make a pesto. I suppose I could Google it, but yeah, I'll probably do that. I bet I need a shitload of garlic. Really? Oh yeah. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, absolutely. You're forced to cook. Yeah, I do like to cook. Well, I'm forced to cook in my own house. Not because of the reasons of, I'm just hungry, but my cousin, motherfucker, went to culinary school for like 3 years. Refuses to cook. He will whine at me to go and cook. No, he doesn't cook at all. He didn't learn shit from culinary. He was too busy doing drugs. I mean, I can't blame him, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I'm not out here to just like cook all your food. And he's like, but you cook better than I do. I mean, okay, but it's gotten so bad that instead of cooking, if I don't go cook something, he'll just go to bed. It's like I'm hungry. Okay, go get you something. No, I'm gonna go to bed. Dudes, just eat. I don't know how he does it. Nah, he's nah. We smoke weed, but I literally don't know how he does it. He's got a stupid fast metabolism as well. I mean, I've seen him put away like, let me put it this way. We went to CC's once. This motherfucker ate 13 large pizzas. Didn't put on a single pound. Still weighed 115. Yeah, he was born 4 months premature. He was, yeah. He kind of. I mean, he also says he's stupid, and in some ways he can be, but in other ways he's fucking brilliant, and he completely disregard like he he underestimates himself a lot in that regard. But no, he's a so there's a hospital here called Baptist Hospital, and there were billboards and shit of this baby in a pair of hands, and it was smaller than the person's hands. And it was him. He was 1 pound 8 ounces at birth. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. My younger sister actually had that issue with her kids. No, my younger sister had had that problem. That yeah, right. My younger sister had that problem with me. Yeah, and I'm definitely not down for that. I mean, alternate universe furry fuck. Yes, absolutely. No, what? I'm really? She's telling me she wouldn't fuck a rabbit person because I would fuck a rabbit person. Okay. Thank you for some feelings about furry. 19 people were hospitalized at a convention in Illinois. Okay. What's a furry?
Hotel guests, along with convention attendees, into the cold night, many still dressed in their furry costumes.
We have a lot of costumers out here with big
This is amazing.
fluffy costumes that'll keep people warm, so at this point, we're not at all worried.
So we've been pulling.
You know what? I should probably just do this in my headphones so it stops giving me weird echo.
people into a cuddle to like warm this baby.
No, thank you. Thank you.
And giving her jackets and
Thank
blankets.
you. Yes.
We just told Mika what the convention was about. She's
Costumes kept everybody warm was the good news. The hotel was
Where you going?
contaminated.
Hey,
Guests came back
come
out
back.
at 4 a.m. Police still
Come
treat
back.
the matter as a criminal investigation.
Could you check on Mika, see if she's okay? She's over there somewhere.
Mika has left the building.
All right. Coming up, we've got the Muzz Street opinion pages.
That's amazing. God damn it. That is absolutely phenomenal. That's kind of the reaction I expected. She had to. I don't. It's not the reaction I would have. I'd be like, wait, shit. The comrade furries are hospitalized? God damn it. No, I'm sorry. I would laugh way too fucking. I would laugh way too hard. No compunction about shit. Yeah. Yeah. They don't. They have no idea what's going on anymore. It's okay. They they're still in their delusional world, and they think that the world hasn't moved forward since then, and they don't know that furries have been around for quite some time, although it has definitely stepped up since the introduction of anime to the West. Although most specifically, I think the big spike was a goddamn Space Jam. I absolutely think that had something to do with furries. Because I don't care who you are, Lola Bunny. Yeah, it was over, and then people started putting out TV shows with like fucking anthropomorphic animal people, and I mean yeah, we had some of that before. Bugs Bunny would cross dress and shit, and make out with Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam less frequently in like the '60s. Nobody said shit about that. Now it's just not funny. It was just ha ha ha. But no, I mean it's a really interesting thing for the boomers, and I mean shit. Some of the stuff comes out of left field for me. I didn't know what the fuck a furry was until somebody told me, and then my older sister. Both my older siblings are trans, by the way. So when I'm saying my older sister, I have to pause for a second because I got to remember the name that they're going by. They've changed it like 5 times. Yeah, that's the one that irritates me is the constant name change. Although they've stuck with one now, so she's pretty set in that one for the past like 2 years now, I think. The last name is the same. I don't know about her middle name. Probably changed. Yes. Yes. I think that depends on the person, and for her, not really. I mean, she wouldn't even be mad if I called her by her dead name as a slip up, because her transition was. Let's see, I was 20. 23 and a half, so it's only been like almost 4 years, or almost 5 years. And for some of that, we weren't able to communicate. So I didn't know about her being trans until about a little over 2 years ago. And in that space, the name change had happened like before. Yeah, so the name she's chosen now has been her name for about 1 year, 8 months. And in between 2 years ago and 1 year, 8 months, there was like 4 name changes. It got very confusing. Now, my older brother did one name change and then chose a middle name and will sometimes go by his middle name as opposed to his chosen first name. But the name he chose for a first name has been consistent the entire time. I know what to call him without even having to think about it. When it comes to my older sister, I have to literally think for about a second and go, oh, okay, that's the right name. I guess she has two names that she can kind of fluctuate around. Because she goes by Zerica sometimes, and that's her Twitch name, Zerica Fox. She mostly does like Terraria streams or artwork. That's actually just two of us. My older sister and myself. Which, I mean, hell, I think Zerica actually has more followers on Twitch than I do. I'm never on my Twitch. I have 12 followers.
Every kiss.
Hey, no. Shut up. Stop it.
20 to
No. 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 Ended channels. I don't care about that. Latest videos. Mr. Fruit. Play stuff with Lauren. Intash. Professor Broman. But I need to check in on some of these people. Occasionally. Fucking KJ Hovey. Wait, I'm still following. Okay, that's somebody to get rid of. RGR. Yeah. Yeah, but that's Destiny doesn't care. Sis, you've actually got sub potential? You have 147 followers? I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you right now. I haven't checked my sister's Twitch in about 2 months. She's up to, she had like maybe 40 something followers last I checked. Now she's at 147, has the ability to be monetized on Twitch. So I'm proud of her. Way to fucking go. Oh, you're doing Pathfinder shit too. You need to join the Discord. Run my own D&D campaign. Saturdays usually. It's been a little hard right now because one of them is my cousin who's my roommate. He's a player, and he works on alternating Saturdays. He's off on one Saturday, works another. Another one of my players just got a new job. And then the other one has 2 jobs and a kid to take care of. So we haven't been together. We haven't been able to get together for the past like month and a half. But yeah, we were keeping up with it for a cool minute. I was running a campaign for 2 years. Uh, this is working into the 3rd year. Oh yeah, the long haul campaign. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it blows my mind. You have to have some really dedicated players, though. I know that with my player base, I mean, they're fairly dedicated in and of themselves, but even I'm not dedicated enough to go doing that. I don't have the time between doing streaming here, research for streaming elsewhere, and everything else. Like, I just don't. Same. 3.5 was fun. I could never play the one class that I wanted to because the person who used to DM would intentionally kill you if you played it. Bard. He hated them because they were useless. So he said he warned me before I ever chose it. He said, if you choose a bard, I will kill you. I said, why? Well, I agree. He didn't, no matter what arguments I made. Nope. He said, you can make it, but I will kill it. Make you play a better class. And I'm like, okay, that's just kind of a dick move. Just jumped into bed. What are you doing? Nice. Oh, cookie duck. Okay. Green. Y'all. You're wonderful people over here in the stream. Thing is it is 7:12. Your boy's getting hungry. I've not eaten. I have eaten today. I have. I had some of the most unhealthy things you could possibly get on this planet. But I didn't eat. So I might need to figure out something better. I don't blame you. I'm actually about to wrap up stream and probably do the same. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's not going to be a good day for me to game at all. The most I'll be able to do is work on re-recording a video that I worked on yesterday and realized before I uploaded it that I completely fucked up and didn't even talk about one section that I mentioned, so I need to script that thing better. So, yeah, stream, y'all take care. Seriously, like, comment, sub, do the shit. You know what to do. Yeah, you know what to do. Take care.